Hey everyone, I'm the MINIac, and today I have a 2019 Mini Cooper S Clubman All4. So this is a 2019 Mini Cooper S Clubman All4. That means all-wheel drive. Now, the problem with the Clubman lately is that it's not nearly as popular as the Countryman, and I think it should be. It's a great car, it's a compact car, it's, like I've stated with the Countryman, it's the size of a Volkswagen GTI. But yes, it has station wagon proportions. But it tends to get overlooked because the Countryman is out and most people want SUVs and they don't necessarily want to look at this car. Now, I don't understand why that's the case. I think it's a great vehicle. It's just as good as the rest of the Mini lineup. It's not as small as the hardtop models, but as far as four-door Minis go, it's a fantastic vehicle. And I'm going to go over this car today, talk to you a little bit about some of the features, and we'll go from there. All right, so from a front-end perspective, it's a wider vehicle. It's not as narrow as the hardtop, but that's a given the fact that it's a compact car. It's not supposed to be as small as the rest of the Mini lineup. This is on the UKL2 chassis, or platform I should say, which is the same platform that is underneath the Countryman, and it's also the same underpinnings for the BMW X1 and the BMW X2. So they all share some things. That being said, Motoring File recently said that the Countryman is by far one of the better ones out of the UKL2 platform, and for that matter, it's the best out of that platform. I would have to go as far as saying that the Clubman is also one of the best. The Minis on that platform are just more fun to drive. The BMW ones are not nearly as much fun to drive in my opinion, and I'm sure others would agree with me, some might disagree with me, but that's to be expected. It's not a bad vehicle. Yes, it's a Cooper S, so you got the fake hood scoop right there, you got the S badge on the front. It has a little too much chrome for my taste, but you could do a blackout piano black trim kit on the exterior and it would look even better, but that's my personal preference. It would not necessarily be yours. You might want chrome, so you can have chrome on this. But not a bad vehicle overall. You got a chili red exterior, you got a pepper white roof, not pepper white, it's just a white roof. Oh. Anyway, this is a very classic color combination for most Minis, and a lot of the early classic ones looked like this, and even some of the more recent modern generations, the R53 looked really good in this color combination, and even the R56. It's just a very common, or not common, but it's a very traditional color, and it's one that Mini has kept throughout the years, even after they've gone through different colors and cycled them out. They've kept chili red, and I love the fact that they've managed to keep this classic color around. So as far as four-door Minis go, I like the Clubman. I like the full-size doors, which you don't get on the four-door hardtop. So you have a good-sized opening front door, and you have a good-sized opening back door, so you can get 3 adults into the back seat comfortably. It's just a nice setup, and I'm a big fan of this particular proportions. The hardtop has a much smaller rear door, which is a little difficult to kind of get in and out of, especially if you're a slightly larger person. If you're a really scrawny person, not that difficult, but I like the proportions with the Clubman much better. So as most of you know, I have an R55 Mini John Cooper Works Clubman, and it is far different than this car. It is a 2-door with a club door in the rear. It has the barn doors like this though, but I can do something very similar to this car. When I push the trunk button, it opens the door. What this one does that mine doesn't do is open both doors. So inside this particular Mini Clubman, you have the John Cooper Works steering wheel, nicely leather wrapped with red stitching. You also have a red stitched boot and shift knob, which is very nice. Mini connected as well, piano black interior trim, and you got this really cool, I can't really describe it as much as I just say it's like a punched aluminum trim. You also get Harman Kardon in this one, which is nice. I love Harman Kardon. Panorama sunroof, center console. This one has power seats instead of the manual seats, which I'm not necessarily a fan. I guess I don't really love them and I don't really hate them, but they're kind of nice to have. That being said, I'm used to the manual seating, so it's something I could either live with or without. And of course, under the hood, as always, you have the 189 horsepower 2-liter turbocharged engine. This one also has the adaptive suspension, which is really, really nice. I'm starting to become a huge fan of that suspension system. I may want to get that for my next Mini. But pretty much standard fare for this car. I don't know if the hardtop uses the same headlights. I think these might be different for this car. Once again, as with the Countryman, backseat legroom is pretty good. I have the driver's seat set to my driving comfort, but I still have plenty of room here, and I imagine I have plenty of room over on this side as well. It is a 60/40 split bench seat, so you can fold this down and carry all your cargo in the back, or you can fit at least 3 adults. You can fit 4 adults comfortably in this car. I don't know if I would put a 3rd adult over in the middle of the seat unless you absolutely have to, but for emergency trips or short trips, I think you can get 3 adults comfortably back here. For your family, it's not bad actually. It's pretty good back here actually. And apologies for wiping the sweat from my face, but it's still summer around here and it's hotter than heck. So, how much does this car cost? Well, I have the window sticker right here. Base price is $30,900. That will get you a bone stock Cooper S Clubman All4. Add to that the signature premium package, which is $3,000. That includes power folding mirrors, power front seats, LED fog lights, LED headlights with cornering, a 1-year subscription to Sirius satellite radio, Harman Kardon sound system, and the standard exterior trim package. That's all in that package right there for $3,000. So add that to the base price. Then you add the signature trim package. Now that's a $4,000 option, which includes dynamic damper control, sport automatic transmission, comfort access keyless entry, panorama sunroof, heated front seats, mini excitement package, mini driving modes, automatic climate control, and active driving assist. So you add that to the price. Then you also add the connected media system, remote services, media display, mini connected is all part of that. That's included. You also get a roof rails package, which is a $250 option. That's a la carte kind of option. That allows you to put your roof box or your bike rack or your kayak carrier, whatever you want on your roof of your car, because they don't have pockets on the sides anymore, so you can mount a roof rack like the R56 generation did. You also add in a $250 storage package, which I believe is the load floor and whatever else is in the boot area of this car. Put all that together, including destination charge, comes to $39,250. So for under $40,000, you get a lot of car for the money, and that's not terrible actually. That's typical for most family cars, most small family cars. I imagine that if you have a family and you're looking for a Mini, this wouldn't be a bad option. If you don't want to go the SUV route, I would highly encourage you to look at this one. It's pretty nice for them. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video on the Mini Cooper Clubman. I got to get this one back over to Barron Mini in Merriam, Kansas. They got 14 of these right now. So if you're in the Kansas City metro area and you're looking for a Mini Cooper Clubman, go check them out. Ask for Colin Reeser. He's a good friend of mine. He'll be happy to help you. And until next time, remember, life is too short to drive a boring car. So buy a Mini. I'll catch you later.